What if there were a train station that only appears when no one is looking? That's what Numa, a girl who hated waiting, discovered. Numa lived in a city full of clocks, but she was always late. She detested following schedules, and even more so, standing in line. One night, she ran away from home with her blue backpack, determined to find a place where time didn't rule anything or anyone. In the middle of the park, she saw a rusty sign that said, "Parallel Station, only for the impatient." It seemed like a joke, until the ground shook. Out of nowhere, a transparent train stopped in front of her. It floated slightly above the tracks and made no sound. Numa climbed on without thinking. The inside of the car was purple, with floating seats and windows showing landscapes that changed colors. The only passenger was a pufferfish wearing a hat. He was reading an adventure book upside down. "First time on a world's train?" he asked. "Worlds," Numa repeated. "This just goes downtown, right?" The fish puffed out his cheeks. "There's no downtown here, only forgotten destinations." The train sped up, passing through paper tunnels, liquid skies, and mirror clouds. Each stop was a world with its own rules. In one, words were food. In another, the trees walked. In yet another, the houses hid from the people. Numa laughed at each new place, not caring about the time or where she was. For the first time, she didn't need to look at a clock. But then, the train came to a sudden stop. The doors didn't open. A voice said, "We've arrived at the last place." "Last? What does that mean?" asked Numa. The fish was gone. Only a key floated above his seat. She took the key and got off. She was in an empty station with blank signs and air that tasted like forgetting. She walked through endless platforms. There were no trains, no people, no clear paths, only silence and echoes. A lit screen showed her face, but much older. "What if you stayed forever?" a voice whispered from the air. Numa felt cold. She started to run, searching for the train, the exit, the fish, any sign. But everything seemed to spin in circles. She screamed, kicked a stone, and fell. Under her hands, a small clock-shaped door appeared. She used the key and entered. Inside, she saw her life. Moments she had lost from running too much. Friends who had waited. Laughter she didn't hear. She realized her rushing had pulled her away from what truly mattered. Her heart felt tight. "I want to go back," she said to the void. "I'll return, this time calmly." The train reappeared, but it was different. Brighter, steadier, with a compass in every car. Numa got on, but the blue backpack was gone. Instead, she carried an empty notebook. The pufferfish greeted her with a wink. "Ready to return with what you've learned?" This time, the train didn't fly or spin. It went straight, steady, directly home. Numa looked out the window with a calm smile. She woke up in her room, with mud on her shoes and the key in her hand. The clock read 7. Heartwarming. She went down for breakfast without rushing. Her mother looked surprised. "You're early today." Numa smiled. "I just don't want to miss the trains that really matter anymore." Since then, every time she saw an empty station, she looked at it more closely, just in case. And sometimes, she thought she saw a pufferfish in the windows of the city train, reading his book upside down. Moral: sometimes, running without looking makes us miss the most important trains. The moments, the friends, and the memories. See you very soon with more magical stories that will take you to incredible worlds.